It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. We'll see Vancouver. And Athens. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun. Fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Let's check out Vancouver's starting lineup. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Rejected. Driving to the basket.
First personal foul, first team foul.
Athens shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Seibert taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
18 feet out. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And here they come. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Pass to Seibert. About a minute played so far here in the first. No good on that one. Down low. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Wood passes to Oden. From 13 feet, it goes down.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. They get the rebound. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. 6 points for him.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
And Athens decides to take their first time out here. Doris, it doesn't matter what team he's on. Bojan Bogdanovic is a professional scorer.
He is, Kevin, and you love the fact that he fits in seamlessly wherever he goes. And the reason that he is able to do that, effective as a spot-up shooter or shot creator, high IQ, and now we've seen that you can start him or you can put him off the bench, and he's going to be effective no matter what.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Dobbins, it's deflected. Puts up a deep 3. The offensive rebound, Tyler, and he lays it straight in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Dobbins, and it's blocked.
Yet another miss, just 1 for 5, not exactly an ideal start.
That one good for 2.
Oh, great Great ball movement there.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
They don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Drills it from outside.
You know, that's what he wants more of. Up until now, the accuracy just hadn't been there.
Passes it to Wood. There's the three. Another three for Athens.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Into the lane. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Dobbins, Vancouver pulls it in.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Ray.
The shot's good.
Assistant.
Oubre's got his second basket.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And again, it's Vancouver with a three.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Oh, he launched that one from way outside. He's got 12.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Dobbins. And it's blocked. They swipe it. Fires for three. That one misses.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Vancouver?
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
It'll be Vancouver with their first time out of the game here. There has been a lot of discussion about the length of the NBA season, GA. Do you think 82 games is the right number?
Well, I do. It's worked well for over 50 years, so why change it? And if we do change it, it affects records and how we compare the game across eras.
And here is Athens now. After Vancouver picking up a basket just moments ago, Wood trying to free himself up, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
At the line for Athens, Dobbins.
Vancouver leading by 6. The pass to Tyler. It's deflected. Now Oden. Pass to Seibert. Puts up a three. Sinks the three-pointer. Seibert's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Number 2.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. From deep, Wood. Oubre pulls it in. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Vancouver. Leading by 5. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Here's Seibert. He has 5.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Now here's Oden. And it's Oden finishing it off.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Here's Oden. He's got 6. Four on the clock. There's Seibert. That's tipped. Misses the 3. Athens trails by 6. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto him. Himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Now a timeout called by Vancouver.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Shumpert is checked in for Vancouver.
You got to be kidding.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe. Oh, what a dunk!
Out below!
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here's Seibert. It's good. Seibert's got 7.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Oden inside. Headed by Shumpert. Shots good from Oden.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. 18 points for him.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Pass to Wood. Here's Seibert. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Oden. Here's Wood. Still scoreless. Down low. Shot by Oden is no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And you know, Brandon Miller may not have the experience, Doris, so far in the NBA, but boy, does he have a feel for the game.
And Kevin, that to me is something you can't teach. The ability at a young age to read situations well. He can mix his pace. He can create his own space for his shot. The game has already seemed to slow down for this young guy.
Here's Sykes driving the lane.
That's a double win, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending the official. whistle call.
Just barely too late, and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
1:03 left to play in the first quarter. Going inside, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Olsen passes to Oubre. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
Pass to Wood. Three-pointer. Another three for Athens.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
Here's Seibert. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
3 points.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
The pass to Wood. This one for three. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter.
With the score,
Vancouver leads by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And thanks again for tuning. In. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Vancouver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And Vancouver, who they've got, we've got Oubre, and it's Bell in at the shooting guard.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Athens trails by 3. Here's Seibert. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. Seibert's got 13.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Dobbins. That one a little long.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but he's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Yep, that one goes.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Knocks it loose. Driving in, and the shot is good. 23 points in the game.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Outside jumper. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just cannot quantify.
I'm going to quantify something right now, Greg. This is a close game, and that was something special.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And here's Bell from the arc. And again, it's Vancouver with a 3.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Here's the break. The wide open look here for Wood. Another three for Athens. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Athens?
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Dobbins, again Athens.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Here's Olsen. Here's Oubre. Count that one. Oubre's got 4 points this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Vancouver trails by 3. Here's Olsen. And again, it's Vancouver with a 3.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Dobbins. And there it is for him. He has 30.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Oubre, good.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And that one's good. Seibert's got 17 now.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Oubre passes to Olsen, and they call an illegal screen here. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Oubre, right side, and the jam by Oubre.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Dobbins, again, Athens.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Here's Olsen. Shot clock reset for Vancouver. Wood with the block. Pass to Seibert. Here's the 3. Vancouver pulls it in. Oubre. It's good on the putback. And Vancouver leads by 3.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Dobbins trying to get open as Oden. That one goes in.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
And they cash in right away with the quick shot. He's got 11.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Olsen passes to Bell. Shot from the top of the key. And there's Vancouver with another bucket. Pass to Wood. Fires from deep. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
2 trays now in the second quarter after he hit one in the first.
Now a timeout call by Vancouver. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Oubre for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Oubre's got 22. Wood with it. 9 points in the game so far. Passes to Seibert. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And now a 7-point Vancouver lead.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
Trying to get open is open. And it's Seibert missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Dobbins to stop the run, and that one is stuffed right through.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Here's Olsen. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Dobbins laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He has 38 in the game.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Goes up from the top of the key, and the jumper is good. And Vancouver leads by 9. And there's the pass to Seibert. From deep, Wood connects from three-point range. Wood's got 9 points in the quarter.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
Here's Olsen. Got a hand on it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Holding against Hooper. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Athens trails by 6. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Seibert. The shot, no good. Shumpert with some nice D. Vancouver leading by 3.
Child, please.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
How about the hang time you need to pull off something like that?
I know, above and beyond. You're right.
And you add in the creativity with all the dunks out there, and we've seen some. That one stands out.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Sykes. And that one, good. He's got 10. 36 seconds left in the first half of the game. For 3, Bell bangs home the trifecta. And Vancouver leads by 8.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square him.
First personal foul. Into the lineup for Vancouver, Ochefu.
Olsen. Wood covering. Offensive rebound. Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And it's Vancouver going into the break with a 10-point lead. And the three-point shot has been big for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Trey, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them apart?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open, pick and rolls, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and just try to get to the win.
Make them pick their poison, right? Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Looking at Vancouver, Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
They're running the offense beautifully this one, working for good looks. Their confidence looks sky high. It's going to be hard for that defense to disrupt their play.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Athens trails by 10. Here's Oden. Good on the shot. Oden's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Athens.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
And for Vancouver, pass to Wood, lets it go from deep, drills the three-pointer. Wood's got 15 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Fires the three. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Count it.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got 6 rebounds in the game. Launches a three. Another three for Athens.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Pass to Bell. Here's Tyler. It's deflected. Right around a minute and a half. Play here in the third quarter. And it's in there. 43 points in the game.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
For the three. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Dobbins, 2 points. That one goes.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
Passes it to Tyler. With nobody on him, he carries the jumper.
Yes,
6 points for him.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. From deep, Wood, another three for Athens.
And you talk about getting back into the game, folks. 3 is better than 2.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
Here's Olsen, and there's Vancouver with another bucket.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
The pass to Seibert. Here he goes.
Vancouver foul. Number 3. First personal foul, first team
Athens
foul.
shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
For 2, Seibert.
And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Vancouver leading by 3. It's stolen. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Sykes. And he can't bank that one in. And Vancouver with the possession here. They've led by as much as 10. A nice shot by Tyler.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
It's intercepted. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Number 3.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Athens trails by 9. Dobbins. Athens with another miss.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective and they're winning.
Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. And Vancouver with the possession here. It's a 10-point game. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So, it's more pay-for-play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
You know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. And so it looks like Athens will retain possession here. Second shot opportunity. It's tipped. 3-on-3. Here's Tyler. And there's Vancouver with another bucket. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Vancouver.
They've made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time. Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Lets it go with a 3. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 13.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
A shot off that time.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Athens trails by 16. Dobbins. Another bucket. Wow. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Bulls from the top of the key. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
From the arc. Vancouver pulls it in.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
That one falls.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Now Athens with it. They trail by 18. No good that time.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
That's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Right at the free throw line. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Vancouver shooting their second and third free throws tonight. The first free throw is good.
Line for Vancouver. Number 2. 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Athens trails by 18. And he gets the bucket.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Here's Olsen. They get it again. Oshefu. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Dobbins. And again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Pass to Olsen. Launches from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. 27 points for him.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
And out of bounds as Vancouver gains possession.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
Silas.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Lays it up and banks it in.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And Athens calls time here.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Athens trails by 19. Here's Seibert. Nailed from three-point land. Seibert's got 22.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Dobbins. Vancouver pulls it in.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Necessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. First free throw is good. And so he hits both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Long range from the inbound. Connects again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Pass to Oshefu. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Seibert passes to Wood. The three. And another one. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
All alone. That one drops for him. Oshefu's got 8.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
That's tipped. Just 5 on the clock. Dobbins. Off target from three-point range. Vancouver leading by 17. Kept alive. Oshefu got a piece of it. Now Athens with it. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half. That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Dobbins. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. High shot from 10 feet out.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Here's Olsen. Oh, and he just knocks it in the buzzer beater.
And that is a big-time three, fellas, to extend their lead right at the buzzer. What a way to head to the fourth.
And it's Vancouver with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Right back after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And for Vancouver, we've got Oubre, and it's Olsen in at the one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
For Athens, Devins. One shot.
Vancouver leading by 15. Here's Bell. It's hauled in by Athens. Oden's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Sykes. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
That's good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Takes the 3, and again it's Vancouver with a 3.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night. He got loose from downtown the first half, now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
Oshefu trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. There's the drive, and that one is hammered home.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Tipped away. Lets the 3 fly. To the wing right side for 3. Drills it from outside.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Silas passes to Oubre. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
They get it back. And now the fast break. Bell with the ball.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
It's been like this all night for both teams, the offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Yet another bucket.
81 on the night, channeling his inner Mamba. right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. Now a timeout called by Vancouver.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going. And those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, Vancouver's coach got into his team during that timeout. Now he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Vancouver leading by 6.
Athens foul call. Dobbins. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Dobbins. Good, that's another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Oubre on the wing. Ball's knocked loose. Baseline jumper. That one goes. Count it. Oubre's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Dobbins. Good. Another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Passes it to Oden. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And there's the pass to Wood. Another 3 for Athens.
All night. He just won't let up.
Athens foul called. Wood. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Off the inbound, and it's blocked. And now Athens on the break. Finishes in style with a double clutch jam.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. There's the triple. Great D that time from Oubre. Shoots it up. And he nails that one right through the net. And now a 4-point Vancouver lead.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
No one near him. And there's Vancouver with another bucket. Now Athens with it. Dobbins. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Oubre can't get it to go. Wood against Oubre. Seibert. Athens with another miss. Vancouver leading by 6. Shoots. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
0-0.
And here is Athens now. And here's Wood outside. Buries it from 3-point range. Wood's got 6 points in the quarter.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
To the right side. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Right wing. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Dobbins. And another one falls.
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. G.A., I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Seibert. Athens moving the ball around. Another three for Athens.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there. He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Pass to Wood. Dobbins. No good from outside. Vancouver leading by 6. Here's Bell. The reverse jam. Unbelievable.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game.
And another one falls. Amazing.
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Yeah, he's on a mission, closing in on third place all-time in scoring. Tyler, he's checked.
Let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Passes it to Seibert. Dobbins. Off target with his 3. Here's Vancouver with the ball. They lead by 7. Oubre, good.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
There's the pass to Seibert. Dobbins connects again from distance. He's really sniping him from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Now a timeout call by Vancouver.
My guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game. And it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. And good! There's another.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for second place for points. What an unbelievable night.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Pass to Wood. Here's Seibert. Back to Wood. Dobbins. He got it again. Sensational.
I wouldn't believe it if I had to see it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
Oh, history being made as we speak. Unbelievable. There's the 3. Good. Another from 3.
Hey guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in the game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game. Big time bucket there.
And guys, you don't have to tell these fans how important that shot was.
A nice shot by Tyler.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Out to the right wing. And here's Wood outside. Nails the triple.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
It's good from beyond the arc.
And anytime you're on the road and you can answer with the three right back and take the lead, that is what we call being beyond clutch.
Dobbins. And again for three.
He is unstoppable here. Hits again from beyond the arc.
What a historic night for him. Shooting the ball, he now stands G8. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
Pass to Seibert. Pocket 6. Takes the three. He's off from three. Now a timeout called by Vancouver. They're in front by 1. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Personal foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Oden. Third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2.
Number 3. 2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
You can see right now the defense running out of ideas. They cannot seem to slow him down.
For the win. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And Vancouver with the possession here. And stolen by Oden. Here's Sykes. A second chance effort, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And for Vancouver, to the left wing. He lobs it up.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And that one, good. And Athens leads by 2.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. From downtown, gets the three-pointer to fall. Now it's a 3-point Vancouver lead.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And Vancouver with the possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And a Dubre, the drive, and Oden sends it back. Dobbins. And it's Oden finishing it off.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Really, the right play defensively, if you can't block, force him to the line.
For Vancouver. 0-0.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Fires the three. Good! Another from three.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Dobbins connects again from distance.
Splashes home another three, and he moves into second place all time with that made 4 games.
Greg, you have to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going to go in. He just keeps raining it down on him. No coverage that time. Tyler's got 24.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Pass to Seibert. And here's Wood outside. That shot misses. Here's Vancouver with the ball. It's a 1-point game. And he goes in for the dunk.
Ooh, he's put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Oubre pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Again, what an avalanche. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Dobbins. Bucket is good.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Well, he knows how much was riding on that possession. You get the sense he relishes the chance.
Just under 3.5 minutes played in the extra period here.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing offense like that.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
The three. Good. Another from three. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
And Vancouver with the possession here. They trail by 1. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And the pass to Wood. Oh, and here comes Oubre all alone. Money.
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow. A play that might come to define this game.
If anyone wants to know where the momentum turned, that may have been it right there. Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Dobbins. And again for 3.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. Now a timeout call by Vancouver. Here's Tyler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal
Had a foul to give there, but you'd
foul.
rather not have it cost your team points.
Shooting for Vancouver. Tyler taking 2 shots.
He sinks the clutch free throw. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Now 8 seconds separating the two. Good! Another from 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record book.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had.
And the crowd letting him know they appreciate his greatness.
Now he's been nothing less than great. 3 pointers at a historic level.
tell you, we knew he could shoot with range, but this barrage of threes has been nothing short of spectacular.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
And so they foul intentionally.
Number 3. Second personal foul. Second team foul. For Rapids, Gabbins taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game. Here's Tyler.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
So Athens wins it. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.